Welcome back, students. In our previous video, we have seen some of the applications of stack. So quickly, all these applications we discussed, and I have explained in these applications, I have explained how we can reverse a string using a stack, and how we can check for parsing balance of parenthesis of an expression. Then we also discussed what is infix expression, what is postfix, what is prefix expression, and how we can convert infix to postfix and vice versa, and infix to prefix and vice versa. Everything we have seen, and we have seen what is the necessity of doing so, isn't it? We said human beings will follow the infix notation of an expression, but whereas a computer, it will feel difficulty in understanding infix notation, because in order to understand or in order to evaluate that infix expression, it has to do multiple scans of the same given expression. So to avoid that multiple scans, because multiple scans in the sense it is repetition of work. So in computational terminology, if you do any kind of job repeatedly, unnecessarily, okay, unnecessary repetition, it has to be avoided in terms of computational terminology. So to do that, what we said, it is better if you give postfix or prefix expression to a computer in order to evaluate, instead of giving the infix expression. So we as a human being, we feel difficulty in understanding postfix and prefix expressions, but whereas a computer, it will understand it very easily and it will evaluate it very easily. And how the computer will do this job, in the sense by making use of a stack only. That analysis still we have to do. Evaluations, how the computer will do, that we still have to analyze. But for this infix to postfix expression, how the computer will do, that we started. So so this infix expression, postfix, infix expression, operand, operator, operand. So always the operator will come between the operands. So this form of expression, we call it as infix expression. Postfix, the operator will come after the operands. Operand, operand, operator. If the operator is coming after the operands, then we call this form of expression as postfix expression. Prefix expression, before the operands, the operator will come. Okay, so operator, operand, operand. So if this form of expression you see, we call it as prefix expression. Okay, so the necessity of having this postfix and prefix expressions we discussed, because we are by using this postfix and prefix expressions, we are avoiding the repeated job of a computer. Repeated scanning of the given expression we are avoiding. So the next thing, algorithm. So in order to convert the given infix expression into postfix expression, we have to follow this algorithm, this 7-step algorithm we have to follow. And where we apply this algorithm means on a stack. Basically, we will take a stack, we'll take a infix expression, and will perform this algorithm on those two, I mean infix expression as well as stack. So the output of this process, the output of this algorithm is nothing but your postfix expression. If you follow all the steps of this algorithm on a given expression using a stack, you will get a postfix expression as an output. So what are the inputs to this algorithm means, we have to give a stack as an input as well as the expression as an input, infix expression as an input. And what we get as an output of this algorithm means the postfix expression. So internal to your computer, whenever you are giving an infix expression to the computer, before the evaluation, before finding the result of that expression, definitely your computer will convert it into postfix, and then it will do the postfix evaluation. It is a two different processes. Already I have explained in the morning class. Infix expression, we are giving it to the computer. That computer will convert that infix expression into postfix expression using a stack. Okay, then after, by following this algorithm, it will convert. After that, the postfix expression, in order to get the result, it will evaluate that expression. Result, it is a single value. Okay, from infix to postfix, again we are getting the expression only, we are not getting the final value. Infix expression to postfix expression, again we are getting the expression only. But when you do the evaluation, that is postfix expression evaluation, there you will get the final value of the expression. There you will get the final value. So it is a two-step process. First you have to convert, then you have to evaluate. The conversion from infix to postfix, and evaluation, postfix expression evaluation. In both the cases, in both the steps, we use the stack. In order to convert the infix to postfix, we use a stack. In order to evaluate the postfix, we use a stack. So that process in today's class, I will try to wind up both the things. Okay. So quickly read this algorithm. The first step, what we have to do, we have to scan the expression. Whatever expression is being given, that will be an infix expression, isn't it? So scan the infix expression from left to right. We have to scan the entire expression from left to right. So then what we have to do, if the scanned character is an operand, whatever character you are scanning into that expression, if it is an operand, okay, on which we are performing the operation, if it is an operand, simply output it. Okay, add it to the output string or display it on the output screen. So we consider that as output string. Okay, so if it is an operand, simply add it to the output string. Else, if it is not an operand, then we have different cases. If it is not an operand, then if it is an operator, okay, if the precedence of the scanned operator is greater than the precedence of the operator in the stack, so we will check the stack, and if there is an operator in the stack, the scanned operator precedence as well as the operator in the stack precedence we will compare. Okay, scanned operator precedence as well as operator in the stack precedence we will compare. Okay, or if the stack is empty, okay, or it contains the open bracket, simply push it. Okay, so in under what cases we are pushing the operator onto the stack means, if the precedence of the scanned operator is greater than the precedence of the operator in the stack. So whatever operator we have in the stack, that operator's precedence is lesser, and whatever operator you are scanning in the string, that operator precedence is greater, simply we have to push that operator onto the stack. Or if the stack is empty, if the stack is empty also, we have to push that operator onto the stack. Or the stack contains open bracket. If the stack is containing open bracket, in that case also we have to push the operator onto the stack. Okay, these three things you have to remember. When the scanned operator precedence is greater, then also we have to push the operator onto the stack. Or if the stack is entirely empty, then also we have to push the operator onto the stack. Or if the stack is containing the open bracket, that case also we have to push the operator onto the stack. If it is an operand, directly add it to the string. If it is an operator, then we have to do these things. Okay, else, that means if the scanned operator precedence is lesser, in that case what we have to do means pop all the operators from the stack which are greater than or equal to the precedence than the scanned operator. So if your scanned operator is lesser, having the lesser precedence, whatever operators are having greater precedence inside the stack, pop all those, pop them and add it to the string, add it to the output string, and push this operator onto the stack. Okay, if you encounter a parenthesis while popping, then stop there and push the scanned operator in the stack. While you are popping, if there is an open bracket, you have to pop only the operators. Yeah, when we are saying pop all the operators, here we are saying pop all the operators. All the operator means until and unless you encounter this open bracket. Till that point you have to pop all the operators and you have to add them to the output string. If you encounter this open bracket, there only you have to stop the popping operation and push the current operator onto the stack. After doing that, push the scanned operator to the stack. So okay, yeah, this has to be, yeah, after doing that means this, after removing all these things, you have to push the current operator to the stack. Okay, then next thing, if the scanned character is an open bracket, If the scanned character is an open bracket, simply push it. Simply push it to the stack. Don't do anything. Simply push it to the stack. If the scanned operator is a, if the scanned character is a closing bracket, if it is a closing bracket, then what we have to do means pop the stack and output it until a open bracket will come. So pop all the operators from the stack until you encounter an open parenthesis. And after doing that, after popping all those, what we have to do means we have to discard. We have to discard the both the pair of parentheses. We have to discard both the pair of parentheses, and moreover, your postfix and prefix expressions, they do not contain any parentheses. They do not contain any parenthesis. Why we are using the parenthesis in our expression? In order to override the operator precedence, isn't it? In order to override the operator precedence, we are making use of this parenthesis. So in your postfix expression and prefix expressions, there will be no parenthesis. So it is completely simple statement, we have to say. No ambiguity. No ambiguity will exist if you convert the given infix expression into postfix or prefix. So next, repeat step 2 to step 6 until your infix expression is scanned. So step 2, from here to step 6. Step 2 to step 6. From here to here. You have to continue all the steps continuously until you reach the null character into the given string. Whatever expression is given, whatever string is given, until you find the end of that expression, that is nothing but your null character, you have to repeat the steps. Pop and output the output from the stack until it is not empty. So finally, after performing all the steps, after reading the complete string, if there exists some operators into the stack, pop them and add them to the output string. Pop them and add them to the output string. These steps, these are very simple steps. First time reading, definitely you feel difficult. As it is a step-by-step process, when you read it first time, definitely you feel it difficult. Try to read 3 to more times and take more number of examples. Today we will practice like 4 or 5 examples. I suggest you to take more number of examples so that you will become familiar with this algorithm. This algorithm is an important one. Definitely there is a possibility that they will ask this algorithm in 2 marks, and sometimes they will ask in 7 marks also, long answer question also. If they are asking a long answer question, you have to write the coding also as well, coding for this algorithm. That also we will do. Same procedure how we are doing step by step over here, that entire steps we will do in terms of code. Okay, in terms of code. So quickly, in order to practice this algorithm, I will take some of the examples. Okay, so we'll start by doing with simple things, and slowly I will try to improve the complexity of the infix expressions. And I suggest you also to practice more number of algorithms, more number of expressions, till you become familiar with this one. So first I will take one simple expression, infix expression, and I will show you how to convert that expression into postfix by following this algorithm, this simple algorithm. So first we will take a simple expression without any parenthesis. So I am taking, see, this infix expression, a plus b multiplied C plus D. So like this is a simple infix expression. We want a suitable postfix expression for this one. We want a postfix expression for this one. So what we have in our expression that I am writing over here, because we have to scan the expression from left to right. Left to right in the sense from here this is left and this is right. From here to here we have to scan the expression in this direction. Okay, so what we do, I'm writing the entire expression over here. A plus B multiplied with C plus D. Like this I have the complete expression. So the next thing, we need a stack, isn't it? We need a stack. So that stack I'm taking. This is my stack. This is my stack, and top is going to be somewhere here. Top equals to -1. Initially, always the top value will be -1. Top -1 in the sense the stack is empty, isn't it? The stack is empty. And as we have not done any pushing, so my stack I have to consider it as empty. So top value -1. So next what I have to do, I have to scan my expression from left to right. So left to right I have to scan and I have to check for each and every character, and I have to follow this algorithm. I have to follow this algorithm. So initially what I have here, I have A. When I am considering this A, what it is? Is it a, this is a character A. So what character it is? How we consider this character in our expression? This is an operand, isn't it? This is an operand. We perform operations on it, so we call it as operand. So if it is an operand, what we have to do? See, if the scanned character is an operand, output it. Simply what we have to do? Output. So we will take an output string. We will take an output string and add this character A to the output string. So A. So far we have A. So next character, next what we have? This is plus sign. What it is? How we call this thing as in our expression? It is an operator, isn't it? It is an operator. So if it is an operator, if the scanned character is an operator, what we have to do? So if the scanned character is an operator, simply we have to come to this point. We have to come to this point. If the precedence of the scanned operator, so the precedence of the scanned operator is greater than the precedence of the operator in the stack. Do we have any operator over here? No. Or the stack is empty. So this condition we are matching. Or the stack is empty. Currently our stack is empty. So what we have to do? Push it. Push it. Whatever operator we have, push it onto the stack. So plus sign, push. So how we can push that plus onto the stack means simply here you have to put the plus and increment. So before pushing it, what we have to do? We have to increment the top value to +1. We have to increment the top value. So top value will become 0. Okay, -1 plus 1, it will become 0. So the top will come over here and this plus sign will be added over here. So the next thing, yeah, again into the string, what we have? B we have B. So what it is? B, it is an operand. Once again, it is an operand. So what we have to do? If it is an operand, if the scanned character is an operand, output it. Simply output it. B, we have to add it to the output string. B I have added. So next what we have? Multiplication sign. What it is? Multiplication sign. It is an operator. It is an operator. So what we have to do? This operator. If it is an operator, if the precedence of the scanned operator is greater than the precedence of the operator in the stack. So here we have two operators now. One is scanned operator. My scanned operator is star sign. And operator in the stack. Okay. Operator in the stack. What operator I have? Plus operator I have. So if the precedence of the scanned operator is greater than the precedence of the operator in the stack, isn't it? Scanned operator precedence is greater than the operator in the stack. So multiplication operator will have highest precedence than Addition operator, that we know from that precedence table, we know this one, isn't it? So multiplication operator will always have the highest precedence than the addition operator. So if that is the scenario, if that is the case, if scanned operator is having the highest precedence than operator in this stack, what we have to do? Push it. If that is the case, simply push it. You read this statement twice, thrice, 4 times until you understand. If the precedence of the scanned operator is greater than the precedence of the operator in the stack, push it. So what we are doing currently, we are pushing this star over here. So before pushing, what we have to do? Increment the top value. Top will become 1 now, and push the multiplication operator over here like this. Next, what we have to do? Yeah, scan the next character. So next character is C. According to the expression, C is an operand. C is an operand. So what we have to do? If the scanned character is an operand, okay, if the scanned character is an operand, output it. So what we have to do? Simply output that one. So C will come over here. C will come over here. Next thing, as this is an operator, it is very important to understand. It is an operator. So if it is an operator, again what we have to do? We have to compare the precedence of the scanned operator and the operator existing at the top of the stack. Operator existing at the top of the stack. So here it is less than, isn't it? My scanned operator is plus, and operator inside the stack is asterisk. Definitely asterisk is having the greater precedence and plus is having the lesser precedence. So then what we have to do here? Pop, yeah, this thing is not matching. This thing, when we have to consider, only when the precedence of the scanned operator is greater than the precedence of the operator in the stack. At that point only we have to consider this A point. If not, if this is not matching, then definitely the control will jump to the else part. So we have to come to the else part. Pop all the operator from the stack which are greater than or equals to the precedence than the scanned operator. Greater than or equal to the precedence of the scanned operator. We have to pop all the operands from all the operators from the stack which are having greater or equals to the precedence of the scanned operator. So our scanned operator is this one. Our scanned operator is plus. So now we are comparing with asterisk, that is multiplication symbol. Multiplication symbol, definitely it is having the higher precedence. So what we have to do? Pop this one and add it to the output screen, output string, that is asterisk. Then we have plus. Again we have to compare this scanned character plus and this top plus, because when you are popping this one, ultimately top will come over here. So again we have to compare. Before pushing, again we have to compare this plus with this plus. Okay, scanned plus as well as scanned plus operator as well as plus operator existing on the top of the stack, existing at the top of the stack. Again they are having the equal precedence. They are having the equal precedence. Here what we are saying? Pop all the operators from the stack which are greater or equal. So greater also we have to pop, as well as equal also we have to pop. Only lesser precedence we have to keep. So next, pop this as well. Pop the plus sign as well. So our top, ultimately it will become -1 only. So next, that plus, yeah, sorry, this plus, this plus, whatever we have popped, we are adding to the output screen. We are adding to the output string. So here plus will come. Okay, next what we have to do? Push this scanned plus to the stack. Push the scanned plus to the stack. So instead of taking a new stack, I will rub this one. Okay, I will rub this one so that you didn't get any confusion. So now after popping that plus sign and after popping that what we call after popping that plus sign and after popping that multiplication, ultimately my stack is empty now. My stack is empty now. So what I have to do with this scanned operator? Yes, after popping this plus, I have to I have to push this plus onto the stack. So again, top value 0, top value 0, and push that plus over here. push the currently scanned plus to the stack. So this plus, it was previously pushed, that we got over here. So next thing we have this D. What is this D? This D, again it is an operator. Again it is an operator. So what we have to do with this D? Add it to the output screen. D will come over here. Okay, D will come over here. Next, we have the null character in the string. That means our scanning operation we have to terminate. Whenever we see the null character in the input string or the given string, we have to stop the scanning operation. So before stopping the scanning operator, we have to pop all the elements, all the operators from the stack and add them to the output string. So we have only this plus now into the stack. Pop it and add it to the output string. So what will be our postfix expression for the given infix expression? In the sense, postfix expression here, a b c star plus d plus. So like this is our postfix expression. In this way we convert, by following this algorithm, in this way we convert our given infix expression into postfix expression. It is one of the important question, that we have to understand and that we have to practice. So one more example quickly we will take, this time with parenthesis, because the simple one we have already practiced, isn't it? Simple one we have already practiced. So this time I'm planning to take a more complicated one. So yeah, take this example. So my infix do follow this procedure because it is very very important, infix to postfix conversion. Definitely you will see this one in your exam. So a plus, okay, this is a. So a plus, then we have b multiplication, okay, then open parenthesis, c cap, okay, d minus e. Okay, this cap in the sense power operation. Okay, power operation, and it is having the precedence level, okay, greater than all the operators. Whatever operators we see, this cap is going to have the highest precedence. So generally in our terminology, if we consider the plus sign and minus sign, they will have the equal precedence, that is 1. So forget about that precedence table, because not all the operators we are going to use. We are going to use these things only. Okay, so plus minus we consider the precedence as 1, then multiplication division we consider the precedence as 2. Okay, then this cap power operator we consider the precedence as 3. All other operators, if there is anything we are going to get, that will be considered as minus 1. Okay, that will be considered as minus 1. So this is 1, 2, 3 and minus 1. These levels of precedence we are going to have. This thing you have to remember. So the okay, next thing, yeah, this infix expression, we want the postfix expression, equivalent postfix expressions. To convert this one, take down all the characters in the given string in a sequential order. First we have a, then we have plus, then we have b, okay, multiplication, open bracket, c, power, cap, that is d minus e. Okay, d minus e. I think we have still more characters in this one. Yes, e. Okay, so we have more characters in this one. So after this e, we do have cap followed by f plus g multiplied with h. Okay, close the bracket, minus I. This is my complete string. This is my complete string. So I'm removing this. Okay, then I will write here something like this. Okay, A, then plus B star, open bracket, C cap, D, minus E, closing bracket, one more cap, open bracket, F plus G asterisk, that is multiplication, then H, closing, minus I. So like this we have all our characters. So in order to do the analysis, in order to do the conversion, what we have to do, we have to scan this complete string from left to right. So this is my left here and this is my right here. I have to go in this direction. I have to go in this direction, left to right. So in this direction I have to move. Okay, take one stack, quickly take one stack. So this is my stack. So whenever it is possible, I will try to remove and I will try to take a fresh stack, or I will try to empty my stack. Okay, whenever the stack goes empty, I will simply try to take a fresh stack. So my top value here, top is equals to -1. My stack is empty currently because we have not yet started the reading process. So now I'm starting the reading process. First we have here A. A. What it is? A is an operator. A is an operator. So what we have to do with this A? Simply push it to the output screen. Output stream, isn't it? So here I'm taking one output string. Output string. So A, as it is an operand, isn't it? As it is an operand, add it to the output string. A will come over here. Next we have what? Plus we have. It is an operator. So whenever it is an operand, add it to the output stream. Then if it is an operator and if your stack is empty, what we have to do? Push this to the stack. So plus will come over here. Okay, top will become 1. So I will not write top again and again. Simply I will put 1. Okay, then again we have, this is operand only. What is this? This is operand only. So what we have to do? Add it to the output string B. Next again we have operator. Multiplication operator. Again we have operator. Check the precedence of this star as well as the operator existing in the stack. It is greater, isn't it? Scanned character operator precedence is greater. So push it. So here you can see. If the precedence of the scanned operator is greater, push it. Push it. So we are pushing this star to the top. So top will become, here it will become 0 and here it will become 1. So like this. Here it will become 1. Next, what we are scanning? This is an open parenthesis. This is an open parenthesis. So if it is an open parenthesis, what we have to do? We'll go and we will see. So if the scanned character is not an operand, it is not an operand. So this else part. If the scanned scanned character is not an operator, it is not an operator. If the scanned character is an open bracket, it is. Currently we have an open bracket. If the scanned character is an open bracket, push it to the stack. What we have to do? Simply push this thing. Whatever we got, push this to the top of the stack. Don't check any precedence. Simply push it to the top of the stack. So now it got pushed and we have here the top value as 2. Top value as 2. Next what we have to do? Again scan. Then we have C. What is this C? It is an operand. It is an operand. So add it to the output screen. So C will come over here. Next what we have? Cap we have. This power operator. So if the precedence of the scanned operator is greater than the operator in the stack, or the stack is empty, or the stack contains open bracket. So what is our case now? Our stack contains open bracket, isn't it? If the stack contains open bracket, then also we have to push the current operator to the stack. Current operator to the stack. So we have to push this cap to the stack. So here the cap will come, the power operator will come, and my top will become 3. So like this. So next what we have? D we have. D is an operand only. So add it to the output stream. Output string. Okay. Then what we have? Minus sign we have. This minus sign. It is an operator. It is an operator. So minus is the scanned operator, and we do have at the top of the stack, we do have this thing. We do have this cap. Okay, power symbol. So ultimately our minus sign, as it is having, you can see over here, minus is having how much? 1. Minus, plus and minus 1, and this cap it is 3. So it is lesser than the power operator. So what we have to do? Pop the operators which are having greater precedence. So this cap is having greater precedence. So what I have to do? I have to pop this one. I have to pop. Popping means I have to add this to the output string. I have to add this to the output string. So that cap will come like this here. Then what we have to do? After that, till what we have to pop? Till what we have to pop? Here you can check. Pop all the operators from the stack which are greater than or equals to the precedence than the scanned operator. If you encounter a parenthesis while popping, then stop there and push the scanned operator into the stack. So we encountered the parenthesis now. While popping, I popped this cap and then I encountered the open bracket, that is parenthesis. If I encounter any parenthesis, what I have to do? Push this scanned operator in the stack. Okay, so what is my scanned character? This minus is my scanned character. So what I have to do? So after popping this one, my stack will become like this. Okay, my top value will be 2 and my stack will become like this. So after that, what I have to do? I have to push this one into the stack. So minus I am pushing. What I am doing? This minus sign, minus operator, I am pushing to the top of the stack by incrementing the top value as 3. Okay, so till this it is clear. So minus, we get rid of this one. Then again we have an operand. It is an operand. So what I have to do with this operand? Add it to the output string, that is E. Next, closing bracket we have. We have the closing bracket. It is very important. When we have this closing bracket, what we have to do? I have the closing bracket now. This is closing parenthesis. If you have the closing parenthesis, what we have to do? See here. If the scanned character is an closing parenthesis, pop the stack and output it. Whatever we have in the stack, we have to pop. Till what? Till you encounter an open parenthesis. We have to pop all the operators. So yeah, I have the open parenthesis here. Before that, I have only this minus. So pop this minus and add it to the output screen. So minus will come over here. So it will get popped. Okay, top will become 2 now. It will get popped and top will become 2 now. So like this my stack will be. So after popping that minus, as we got, till what extent we have to pop? Till we found this open parenthesis. So now we found this open parenthesis. Okay, and discard both the parentheses. In the sense, this closing parenthesis we got, right? So we have to discard this one as well as we have to discard this one. So I am doing that one now. So discard this closing parenthesis. So if you discard this one, so your top value will become 1. Okay, your top value will become 1 and this open parenthesis will get discarded as well as this closing parenthesis will get discarded. Clear? So now my stack will be something like this and my output string will be something like this, and I scanned till this closing bracket. Again, after this closing bracket, what I have? I have this cap. Okay, so what this cap? It is an operator, power operator. So then immediately what I have to do? I have to compare the precedence of this cap as well as this star. Obviously your cap is greater, isn't it? Your scanned character is having the greater precedence. So what we have to do? If the scanned character is having the greater precedence, simply push it, isn't it? Simply we have to push this cap over here by incrementing the making the top value as 2. Okay, so next thing, Go to the next character into the string. Again, I have the open parenthesis. I have the open parenthesis. If it is an open parenthesis, simply push it. Don't do anything. Read the fourth point here. If it is an open parenthesis, what we have to do? Simply push it to the top of the stack. So ultimately, my open parenthesis will come like this. Open parenthesis will come like this. Okay. And my top value will become 3 now. Okay. Then we have F. What is this F? It is an operand. It is an operand. So add it to the output string. I'm writing F over here. Then we have plus sign. What it is? It is an operator. Plus is an operator. Plus is an operator, and we have open bracket at the top of the stack. Plus is an operator, and we have open bracket at the top of the stack. So push the scanned character. That is, push this F to the top. Push this F to the top. F will come over here. Then, sorry, not F. Sorry. So, yeah, after F, we got this plus, isn't it? Okay. So, if you got plus and open bracket is the top character, then push this plus to the top of the stack. So, plus will come over here. Top will become 4. And next character we have G. So, that G will come over here. Next, again, we have star. Star is having higher precedence than this plus, isn't it? Than this plus. So, immediately push that star also and make the top as 5. Okay. Then we have H. Then we have H. So, H will come over here. H will come over here. Then we have closing bracket. Okay, after this H, we have this closing bracket. So when you have closing bracket, what you have to do? You have to pop all the elements, all the operators until you see an opening parenthesis. So between this closing and opening, we have two operators. That is, first we have star. So pop this star and output it. Pop that star and output it. So star will come over here. Then we have plus. Pop this plus and output it. So plus will come over here. Then we have opening bracket. So what we have to do with this opening bracket? Discard this opening bracket, and this closing bracket gets discarded. So after these things, after these many things, my stack will become like this. My stack will become, this gets discarded, this gets discarded. Isn't it? Is that so? Yes, this plus as well as this asterisk both will get discarded, and this closing bracket will also get discarded. So my stack will become like this. My stack will become like this. My top value is 2, and I have this cap at the top of the stack, and my output string is something like this. My output string is something like this. Till this point we have considered. So after this, what I have? After this closing bracket, I have minus sign. So when you get this minus sign, okay, when you get this minus sign, immediately what you have to do? You have to compare the minus precedence with the top of the stack operator precedence. What you have at the top of the stack? Cap you have. So ultimately minus having the lesser. So this cap you have to pop. You have to pop and add it to the output string. Okay. Then after this, after popping that, you will get like this. Your top of the stack is 1 now. Top of the stack is 1 now. Again, you have to check the minus. You have to deal with this minus. So this minus, and you have what you have at the top of the stack. You have star. So minus is less than star. Again, pop this star. So here we popped this one, and here this one also we have to pop. I think this is not visible, so I will take a bit like this. So you have to pop that minus as well. Here we are doing right now this minus. Okay, already we compared that minus with cap. This is power symbol, and power symbol is having the greater precedence, and scanned character is having the lesser precedence. So we popped this power symbol. Then we are comparing this minus with this multiplication symbol. Multiplication symbol, ultimately it will have the greater precedence than the minus symbol. So again, what we have to do? Pop this multiplication symbol. So this will also get popped and added to the output screen. So my stack, after popping that, will become something like this. Now I have plus. At the top of the stack, I have plus. So again, I have to deal with this minus. Still I am here only. And I have to deal with this minus. So minus, and I have at the top of the stack, that is plus. So plus and minus both are having the equal precedence. Equal precedence also means we have to pop only. We have to pop, because here you can see that one. Here they have mentioned pop all the operators from the stack which are greater than or equal to the precedence. Greater precedence we have already popped, and this plus it is having the equal precedence. So this plus also we have to pop. So pop this plus and add it to the output screen. And add it to the output screen. After popping this plus, what you have to do? Your stack will become completely empty. Your stack will become completely empty. So at this point, what you have to do, your top will be -1. If the stack is empty, your top will be -1, and this got we have to deal. This minus sign we have to deal. When the stack is empty, what we do generally with the operator, push it onto the stack. If the stack is empty, push the operator onto the stack. We did that. We did that one, and increment the top value to 0 now. Increment the top value. So my top value is 0 now. Next, what you have to do? Yeah, next is this I we have to deal. This I we have to deal. As it is an operand, add it to the output screen. As it is an operand, add it to the output screen. Then we have, yeah, then we are done with the output input string. Input string is over. So we have to terminate the scanning and pop the complete stack to the output string. So in the stack, we have only this minus sign. So add it to the output string. So after performing the conversion, yeah, before the conversion, our input string was this one. And we got the output string something like this, or the postfix expression. The output string only holds the postfix expression. So postfix string we got like this: a b c power e minus f g h star plus power star, okay, then plus I minus. This conversion string they have asked like 2-3 times in your exam. So this entire phenomenon you have to explain. This entire concept you have to explain. Okay, hope you understood this concept thoroughly. Okay, this is something we have to do when they are asking you to convert the given input string into given infix expression into postfix expression. In this way you have to convert. You have to take one stack, and every time you have to follow that algorithm and you have to do this procedure. Okay, so character by character we have to move from left to right into the string, and every time whenever it is an operand, simply add it to the output string. If it is an operator, check the operator at the top of the stack. Okay, if the precedence is greater, push. If the precedence is lesser, pop. That's it. If the stack is empty or the stack is having open parenthesis, simply push that operator onto the stack. Okay, or if the scanned character is having the greater precedence, in that case also we have to push the scanned character, scanned operator to the stack, top of the stack. And how to deal with parenthesis? If the stack, if the scanned character is a parenthesis, simply push it to the stack. Don't do anything. If the scanned character is a parenthesis, open parenthesis, simply push. If the scanned character is a closing parenthesis, if the scanned character is a closing parenthesis, check this stack where you have the open parenthesis. Check the stack where you have the first occurrence of the open parenthesis from the top. So till that point, till the opening parenthesis, whatever operators you have in between, pop all of them. One by one, you pop and add it to the output string. And discard these two parentheses, closing parenthesis as well as opening parenthesis, from your consideration. And move ahead and consider the next character. This way, we will do the conversion from infix to postfix. From infix to postfix, very simple conversion. This algorithm you have to follow. Read this algorithm twice, thrice, number of times until and unless you understand. Until and unless you understand. It is a regular English only, normal English only. Nothing is hidden and nothing is what we call abstract. Everything is transparent over here. You can easily understand this algorithm. Okay, hopefully. So with this concept, I'm trying to wind up this video because already it's getting late. So we'll discuss the coding for this infix to postfix in our next class. And after that, I will explain the concept of prefix, infix to prefix conversion. Then we also see evaluation of postfix expression. Hopefully, thank you very much, students.